Gengar Gang, what is going on? My name is Ryan, this is the Analytic Gengar, and welcome to another video. In today's video, friends, we are finally kicking off the Darkness Ablaze craze, as they call it. We are going hunting for a Darkness VMAX, a Salamence VMAX, a Crobat V card, and probably most important of all, the chase card in this set, a Charizard VMAX card. They have been getting pulled left and right. I have a lot of hopes for this set, and I actually have a feeling this is going to be a fan favorite set out of the Sword and Shield era, similar to an Unbroken Bonds or a Burning Shadows type vibes. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this open. It is an ETB, so you know it's going to take me 20 years just to get it open. And of course, I didn't bring a sharp knife with me, so there's always that. But tons of YouTubers, tons of Instagrammers have been opening these up, so it has been tons of fun to watch. Quick dissection of your normal ETB. Obviously, the first thing you get is the Elite Trainer Box sleeve that goes around the entire sleeve. And a little known fun fact about these guys, there is a partition, and if you peel that open, you actually get each of the various Pokemon. So you got the Eternatus, the Charizard, the Grimmsnarl, and the Centiskorch. I'm pretty sure those are the 4 pack arts on this particular ETB. In addition to that, you do get a nifty player's guide, and the player's guide also includes an entire set list. So that's actually pretty handy because you can basically check off. Now, if you're a fan of the channel, you also know that I have been doing binder sets for everything Sword and Shield. So the idea is, over time, I want to have a binder complete for each and every single set. Technically, I have Cosmic Eclipse as well, but that's only because I had a whole bunch of stuff and I felt comfortable starting one. So that's a long story. Now, when it comes to the actual ETB, pretty cool. It actually isn't square at the bottom anymore like some of the older ETBs are. Let me go ahead and get that focused up for you. So it actually has like a little pattern, so that's pretty nifty. And then when we take it off, obviously the contents have not changed much. You do get some sleeves. So right there are your Eternatus sleeves. You do get a code card. So there's the code card. Let me know if you get anything good. You do get energies. That is to help you build a deck. You do get card sorters. They are all Eternatus themed. And then your normal assortment of dice, damage counters, and something new, you do get a trading card booklet that explains the rules of the Pokemon TCG. So that's pretty nifty. The next time I open up an ETB on the channel, don't expect it to be so long, but I figured it's the first one for a new set of cards, so let's go ahead and get a little dissection fun into it. Now, with that said, and probably the part you've all been waiting for, we have 8 packs of Darkness Ablaze. And without further ado, friends, let's go ahead and get started. Fun fact, I do have sleeves right here when we do pull that Charizard, but without further ado, let's get into it. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite pull out of Darkness Ablaze? Because obviously there are many different pulls that someone could get, but is there one that you're particularly going after? I know a lot of folks really want that ever so infamous Charizard, but there are also tons of other cards in here. I think Pokemon has done a really good job of kind of listening, because Houndoom, Eternatus, Charizard VMAX, even the Crobat card looks really good. So it's a combination of both art. We got a Gothita is our reverse, and our first V card of the night. Beautiful pull right there, friends. That is a Scizor V. Beautiful card. Let's go ahead and get that sleeved up. So that is our first ultra rare pull out of our first pack. That is first pack magic if I've ever seen it. And like I said, yeah, look at that. That is a good looking card. Like, you know, you can't really go, you can't get much better than that when it comes to like print. And then obviously this card is the big card that everybody wants. This is the Charizard VMAX card. So there are Vs, there are VMAXs, and then those are also spread across not only the rares and the ultra rares, but also the secret rares. So there's, for example, a Eternatus secret rare VMAX card as well. Got a Simisair, a Laron, old PC trainer card, Ice Cream Cone, Gothita, a Nictit, a Shelmet, Larvitar, a Lairon is our repeat reverse, and we have a Escavalier regular rare. Second pack in, not bad. Now friends, let me know down below, for your Darkness Ablaze pulls, how have you been doing? I'm curious because I've seen a variety of different results. I've seen ETBs that just pop off and like there's literally everything there, and then I've seen stuff where it's like, are you sure you wanted to open those? Because it seems hit or miss with these is what I'm trying to say. I've also heard horror stories on like the various Facebook groups that I'm in where people basically say, oh yeah, I pulled you know, 4 Charizards and 3 booster boxes, and then some people say they opened a case or 6 booster boxes and they got nothing. So a Kaboo, very nice. So that is a full art trainer card out of the ETB. Good looking card right there too. They're doing these trainers really nicely too. Again, like everything has like, I feel like it's a manga inspired, but it's also kind of like not just manga, but I feel like they're also just making everything look cooler, if that makes sense. So not only are the Pokemon cards, I think, the artwork on some of like the hits really kind of improving over time, but I also feel like there has been just an overall improvement in the overall quality of the artworks on the cards. But all that said, the pulls and the rumors surrounding this particular set are crazy. I think a lot of people are expecting this set to go up in value immediately, and there's a Diglett behind a Diglett statue, a Panpour, and I feel like as a result of that, a lot of people are like, you know, trying to stash these away, buying everything up, blah blah blah, which is kinda okay. I mean, I'm happy that Pokemon is doing so well and that, you know, the hobby continues to grow and bring new people in, no doubt. In case you're curious, PokeRev was also on a call with Gary V. In case you don't know, Gary V is one of those like YouTube investor entrepreneur people that like give advice and stuff like that, and PokeRev was actually on it as a guest star because Gary V wanted to talk about whether or not Pokemon would be a viable investment and why it is a viable investment. And it was really cool because you kind of began to get the feeling that Pokemon would get taken seriously the same way Magic gets taken seriously or baseball cards get taken seriously. Ah, there it is. There, see, that's one of the cards that I wanted. Ironically, I like Darkness Ablaze because it has 2 Pokemon that are V cards, and they're both like my favorite Pokemon from Hoenn, which if you're a fan of the channel, you know that it's my first, those were my first ever games. So I had a Golbat that evolved into a Crobat, and I'm old enough that I didn't have the internet to know that it would evolve with happiness. And then I had a Salamence, so because of that, I love both those Pokemon, which is why I personally like it. But I feel like because of the presence of, you know, so many people now focusing on the fact that this particular trading card game is going to evolve, sort of, pardon the pun, into a investor's gamut as well, I fear, or I hope, that obviously there's going to be a lot of growth in the hobby, but also a lot of people are going to start doing silly things like buying cases of ETBs and booster boxes, putting them away, and then in 10 years time, yes, they will go up in value. I don't doubt that, but what I think is going to end up happening is everybody's going to have a case of, you know, ETBs, and we're all just going to be staring at each other like, wait, you have an ETB too? Got a Hollow Toxtricity, which is very nice. So I think so far we're at 4 white code cards for this ETB, which is really not bad. But it's just going to be awkward because if we all have it, then technically it's not vintage and rare. The whole point of like a first edition base set box is that not that many people have them, hence why it's a rarity and you have to pay $90,000 to even get a chance at one, as opposed to like if we're all stocking and storing this stuff, it's going to be kind of difficult. So I do hope that something like that doesn't happen. I know Darkness Ablaze is going to be, I just have a feeling in the pit of my stomach that Darkness Ablaze is going to be one of those sets anyway, and that's likely because it has a Charizard both on the artwork as well as the as well as in one of the pulls, which is the VMAX Charizard. And then in addition to that, I also have a weird feeling that it's just going to be one of those sets that people love. Because honestly, there are many cool Pokemon cards, including that Salamence, including Eternatus. So there's tons of reasons to love this set, and I just hope that over time, people can open it, enjoy it, and let it age properly. Because if we try to rush into this idea that it's going to be vintage and worth so much, it's going to kind of dry up the supply, kind of like how Hidden Fates ended up. And while that's fine, because sometimes that will happen, it's not an ideal situation playing out if every single Pokemon card set turns into that. And with that said, friends, that is the end of this ETB. Got 3 big hits out of this one, including but not limited to a full art trainer card, which is really good looking, and then 2 V cards to start off my collection, a Crobat and a Scizor. Now, a little bit of a channel update for you as well. I am going to be releasing this video on the Saturday before Labor Day, but I am moving some videos around. So next week, Tuesday, or the next Tuesday on the calendar, expect the first PSA graded return, and then after that, expect a video on Thursday as well as another video on Saturday. So this week we will have 3 videos coming up, and in addition to that, I will be shuffling around a couple of things, so you may see some videos push out or push forward, but that's fine. I don't think it should cause too much havoc. And as a sneak preview for the next Darkness Ablaze opening, I was able to get my hands on quite a few of these Sword and Shield double packs. So this is basically 1 Darkness Ablaze and 1 Sword and Shield booster. So we will open up a ton of those in the next video. But in the meantime, friends, thanks again for checking out today's video. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you like what you saw today. And if you think I earned it, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Other than that, thanks for watching, friends. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.